Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Nev here on Rainbow Tarot UK. Thanks ever so much for joining me for this pick a card reading. If you are a new person to the channel, then it's lovely to have you here. Thanks so much for popping by and I hope you enjoy the reading. And if you're a returning viewer, then as always, thank you for all your lovely support. So today we are doing how do you make your person feel? What is the impact that you have on them today? So we've got our three piles to choose from. We have pile number 1, which is the beautiful 2 of Cups here, and that's with this little black pendant bead. Okay, there you go. That's for pile number 1. Pile number 2 is the equally lovely star card, and that's with this little yellow bead here. And then pile number 3 is the 6 of Wands. There we go, the 6 of Wands, and that's with this little kind of like patterned, another little patterned bead that I've got. And there you go, those are your 3 piles. Go for the one that feels right, the one that's calling to you. If you feel drawn to more than one pile, then that's fine. It just means you might have messages in more than one pile and you can listen to as many piles as you like. But otherwise, I will see you really soon in your reading. Bye for now. Hi pile number 1, welcome back to your reading. So today we're doing how do you make your person feel and what's your impact on them today. So you chose to come into the reading under the beautiful 2 of Cups. This is the Kim Cran's tarot deck, just in case you're interested. So there you go, you've got the 2 of Cups, which is absolutely lovely, I think. A lovely depiction. Plus your little black pendant bead here. Alright, so let's put that there on our card so that we can see it. Just put it in between the 2 cups there, lovely. Alright, so how are you all? I hope you're doing well. Sending you lots of love and light as always. And always reminding you that we just do general readings here on this channel, obviously. So just take the messages that resonate. If it doesn't resonate, then it might be for somebody else that's watching. But anyway, let's get straight to it. So let's get a couple of oracle cards out, shall we? So how does pile number 1 make their person feel? How are they making the person feel? What's their impact on that person today? And how are they making them feel? What's their impact on that person today? Let's see what we've got here. We have got ask the angels for help. Interesting. Okay, let's see what else we've got before we say anything else. Let's have one of these ones. So how does pile number 2, not pile number 2, sorry, how does pile number 1 make their person feel? What's the impact that they have on their person today, please? Please guide me, show me. There we go, what have we got here? We have got permanence. Right, okay. So let's get the tarot out. Okay, so how does pile number 1 make their person feel? What's their effect on them or their impact on them today as they watch this reading? So we've got the moon. What else have we got? We've got the 3 of Wands, the World, the Hierophant, the Hangman, and then we've got the Devil. Oh, okay. So this is interesting, certainly. I feel like with your main card being the 2 of Cups, the 2 of Cups is about a connection. It's about a very deep connection, actually. It's about, it's the card that you would get or you would hope for in a sort of relationship reading. So I feel like there is love. This person does feel love with you. There is a sense of, and also they might feel like there's a friendship with you as well. But there's something also, with the overarching energy being the devil, there's something also about this connection, and also you've got the moon, is that I feel like this person feels very uncertain, or is feeling quite uncertain, or maybe confused. They may feel like there's some toxicity in the situation at the moment, or there's some sort of like negativity in it going on in the moment. Now, it could be that there's uncertainty in it, or they're not sure where they stand in it. They're not sure. There could also be that they're not sure. There could be something around for some of you where they're not sure whether to stay in it or whether to leave it. There's an element of that going on as well, because the Hierophant is about commitment. Yeah, about commitment, about being loyal, about being stable. But then we've got these other cards, which is about things being stuck, things being confusing, things being maybe anxious. Maybe there's some toxicity in the situation, some negativity in the situation. It may be as well that they are needing guidance when it comes to you, and that might be why they've got asked the angels for help. So there's something about the connection which is causing them to feel that they need some kind of guidance, or they're not really sure what to do. They're not really sure where the connection's going, something like that. For many of you, you could be in separation from this person. Because we've also got with that permanence, haven't we? So I feel like there's something about this situation, or about you, the way you make them feel, is that they've kind of like maybe a little bit insecure in the situation, and maybe they don't know whether to stay in it or whether to leave it, whether to make it permanent, whether to make it or whether to kind of like leave the situation, or because there's something about it that's kind of a little bit uncertain for them, or so we've got a lot of waiting energy here. So the Three of Wands and the Hangman is kind of like things in suspension. So for many of you, you could actually not be with this person. The World also means the ending of a cycle, the starting of a new cycle. So yeah, I would say there's some uncertainty with your person. They're not really clear. And maybe sometimes they oscillate between whether they have a more committed situation with you or whether they don't. There's kind of that backwards and forwards. And that might be why you got the Devil as the overarching energy, because the Devil is a very, is an energy just around quick fixes. It's an energy around just getting what you want when you want it. It's not an energy of stability or security, or like it's not a good energy. So at the moment, maybe the situation is not necessarily in a great place, or maybe you're not in contact with each other, or there's some uncertainty, or it's secret, or there's something going on in it, or it's kind of stuck. So maybe this person is feeling that it's kind of stuck at the moment. And maybe for some of you, it might be that this person is feeling that they're stuck, or the situation is stuck, and somehow it could be that they want to move it forward and make it more permanent or more stable, right? But at the moment, it might be cyclical. It might be, there's something about it. Or maybe there's something about, they don't feel secure in the connection. Or maybe the connection isn't secure for them. And so maybe what they're wanting to do with the Two of Cups is to make it more secure, put it on a more stable footing. But at the moment, it feels tough to be able to do that, or it feels like it's just, it's kind of got a low vibration to it. So it might be the moment that the two of you aren't connecting in a great way, or in a very loving way, even though you've got the Two of Cups. So I feel like deep down there is love. But at the moment, it's not. Maybe you're not displaying that, or it's not an obvious. It doesn't feel obvious within the connection. It doesn't feel like it's particularly loving on a day-to-day, in a day-to-day way. So I feel like this person maybe has some doubts, some fears, some insecurities. It might have come to an end, the connection. Some of you might be in separation, or this person is thinking, should I end it or should I commit to it? So there might be that kind of like energy going on. So I would say your impact at the moment is that there is a lot of love there, or is that there is care there, but it doesn't feel stable to this person, or this person doesn't feel like the situation is in a great place. And maybe they're wanting, for some of you, to elevate it a bit, to make it go higher, to raise the vibration somehow. Okay, so what have we got? So we've got Pisces, we've got Leo, no, sorry, beg pardon, we've got Aries, we've got Taurus, we've also got, we've got Pisces again, haven't we, with the Hangman, and we've got Capricorn energy. Let's get out another card. So how does pile number... So for some reason they just don't feel, I don't believe they feel secure, but they feel love, if you know what I mean. And they also feel drawn still to the connection, somehow. Maybe they're thinking that there needs to be some healing. Let's see if I can get my focus back. Yeah, okay. Let's ask. So how does pile number 1 make their person feel? What's pile number 1's impact today? I feel like there's a lot of desire as well. You make them feel a lot of desire, for sure. Door of Illumination. That's interesting. You've got the Door of Illumination and the Hangman, which is all about enlightenment. So maybe this person is going through some sort of enlightenment, insight, radiance, revelation, awareness. Might be that they're having some kind of insight or enlightenment about the situation, maybe around elevating it or wanting to elevate it. Let's get an angel number for you. How does pile number 1 make their person feel? What's their impact today? 888, which is abundance. Interesting. So blessings are here and more are on the way. Let yourself feel the abundant flow of prosperity that is all around you. As you stand in your highest self, you attract all that you once were seeking. Giving is always the doorway to success. Okay, so you've got 888, which is abundance. So let's get out some more tarot. So how does pile number 1 make their person feel? What's their impact on their person today, please? We've got Page of Swords. We've got the 6 of Pentacles, the 10 of Wands, the King of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, this person doesn't feel... it may be that for some of you this is a cyclical thing, so sometimes you're with them, sometimes you're not, because you've got the Wheel of Fortune here, which is a little bit of an unpredictable energy. I don't believe this person feels secure or believes the situation that you're in is stable or secure. And it could be because you're in separation, or it could be that it's just not a stable or secure connection, or it's going through a period where it doesn't feel stable or secure. But I feel this person is trying to strive to think, how can I make it better, or how can we make it better, how can we elevate it? Because you've got the King of Swords here, which is underneath the Hierophant, which is a stable energy. All kings are wise and stable, and it's also about doing the right thing. So I feel like this person is wanting to maybe there's something around truth or lack of honesty in this connection, or because you've got the Moon card, which can also be about secrecy and not being honest. So and the King of Swords is about being honest. So maybe this person is feeling that they now want to be honest with you. They want to do the right thing. Maybe it's been heavy. Maybe being in separation, if you're in separation from you, is a heavy load for them. So if you're in separation, I would say this person doesn't like being in separation from you. But if they want to come back, or if there's a reconciliation, this person is believing that the vibration of the connection needs to be higher, needs to be better, really, or they need to be better in the situation or in the connection. And it could be, if it's that instance, it could be that they want to turn things around with the Wheel of Fortune here. They want to bring it from a place of, being low vibration to being kind of high vibration. The Page of Swords, I mean, they're still incredibly curious about you. They're still very, very, very because it comes, interestingly, it comes under the moon. So if this situation is in separation, or you are kind of not known to each other, or there's no contact or something like that, then with the Page of Swords, this person really is still very curious about you. They might be checking you out, they might be spying on you, they might be you know, attached to your social media, wanting to know what's going on in your life, all of that. Because I feel like this person really, but it could be as well, they want kind of answers as to why this situation gets itself into this kind of stuck state, or why this situation goes in cycles, or why this situation can't be stable or secure, or hasn't been able to be stable or secure before. And I think with the Permanence card, like I say, they're wanting to somehow, if they stay in the connection, or if they come back to the connection, it needs to be better. I feel like this person is thinking, in order for me to, or maybe with Pile 1, I know that I need to be better, or I need to try and be better, I need to be wiser, I need to be more reliable. You know, the relationship needs to elevate, maybe from just being a hookup, or a you know, a situation where you're going backwards and forwards, or an insecure connection. I'd like to make it more stable and secure somehow. I'd like to give to the connection. I'd like to give to the connection. I don't really want it to be heavy. That's kind of what I'm saying, because we've got the overall energy here is the Ace of Pentacles, which could suggest, if you're in separation, this person wants kind of some kind of new beginning, wants kind of a stable new beginning. It may be that if you're in separation, it was brought down through toxicity, or through negativity, or through limiting beliefs, or something like that, that brought it down. And this person is thinking, no, I want to have a stable connection now with Pile number 1. I want to have a new beginning with them. I want to start something solid, because Pages is also new beginnings. It can also be messages. So it might be that this person, the impact you're having on them today is that they want to message you, they want to connect with you, they want to come out of the shadows, if they were in the shadows, or the situation has been in the shadows, or it's been hanging, or you've been in separation, so maybe they want to reach out towards you. There's something about this person wanting the ending of something that was going on before, which could have been quite toxic, or difficult, or negative, or cyclical, and moving into a new cycle, which is kind of maybe more permanent. Because at the moment, I feel like it can feel a bit insecure. I think the sort of like the in and outness of it, or the backwards and forwards of it, I think of it, that may have happened for some of you, is like it's not really what they want now. So your impact on them is maybe they've realised how important you are, they've become illuminated, they've become wiser, and they want something more solid or more stable. So if you're in separation, they're going to come towards you, they're going to give you a message, or if you're in a connection with them, maybe they're going to talk to you about elevating it, making it more stable, making it more committed, doing the right thing, being more honest, that kind of thing. Okay, so what have we got? So we've got all of the air signs of Libra, Aquarius and Gemini. We've also got Taurus, we've got Sagittarius, and we've also got Capricorn and Virgo. Let's see if we can get out some messages and also some charms. So how does pile number 1 make their person feel? Got a few here. Funny, we've got the rabbit again, which goes with the abundance. So maybe they just feel very, or maybe they're wanting some good luck. Maybe they're wanting some good luck in this situation, or what they want in this situation to flourish. Maybe with the abundance as well, there's a sense of wanting it to flourish. It comes right under the permanent. So maybe they're wanting the, commitment or stability to flourish. Elephant always reminds me of removing of obstacles. So again, that kind of wanting to get rid of any kind of obstacles to create a new beginning. And we've also got the CND sign, which is always about peace, isn't it? So maybe they're wanting renewed peace, or peace in the situation if there's been some difficulty or trickiness. Let's get out some message cards, shall we? What have we got here? Get one of these. Any messages on how does pile number 1 make their person feel? What's their impact today? Distance. The separation you are experiencing is necessary to help the relationship grow. Okay, so maybe there has been some distance, and maybe in that separation this person's had some kind of realizations, which is kind of what I think I kind of hinted at before. Let's move these up a little bit so we've got a bit more space. There we go. What else have we got? Letting go. If someone leaves you confused more than comforted, you need to reassess their access to you. Okay, so maybe this person, I think I hinted that maybe this person, because of the kind of insecurity of the situation or the lack of stability in it, maybe they've kind of sometimes oscillated between, should I stay in it, should I let it go? Put yourself first. Loving yourself makes you more romantically attractive. Okay. Let's see what else we've got here. How does pile number 1 make their person feel? I've got 3 there. I'm going to take those, see what these 3 are. We've got, again, abundance. Keep a positive mindset. Manifest exactly what you want. Gratitude and bliss. Maybe there's something about you just make them feel, maybe they feel financially you and them make a good team. Because there's all this money here. So maybe being with you, I don't know, it's financially, it feels like it's stable, or it's a good move financially or something. Passion, insane chemistry, like each other equally, having fun. Well, that would be the devil, because that has got a lot of chemistry to it, or attraction. The runner, run it in a codependent relationship, fear of intimacy, listening to ego. Yeah, so this kind of energy could be a little bit of a runner chase it type energy with the cyclical thing. But there's something about this person I feel like needing or thinking that the situation needs to rise if it's going to survive, really. But anyway, pile number 1, that has been your reading. I hope you liked it. If you have, please do give me a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe and the bell if you want to hear more. But otherwise, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now. Hey, pile number 2, welcome back to your reading. So today we're doing, how do you make your person feel? What's your impact on them today? So you chose to come into the reading under the beautiful star card here. There we go, this is the Kim Kranz tarot deck, just in case you're interested. And also the little yellow bead. Got a little yellow bead here. There we go. Okay, so I'm just going to put that on your card here so that you can see it. There we go. All right, so let's get straight to it. How are you doing? Is everyone doing well? Sending you all my love and light, and wishing you well, of course, wherever you are in the world. And reminding you that today is a general reading, so please just take the messages that resonate. If they don't resonate, maybe they're for somebody else. But let's ask. So how does pile number 2 make their person feel? What is their impact on pile number 2? What is pile number 2's impact on their person today? So how do they make them feel? What is pile number 2's impact on their person today? Let's go for that one. See what we've got. We have got affection. Showing affection creates a loving bond. Okay, that's a nice way to start. So we've got the star and we've got affection. Let's get one of these cards. Let's see. How does pile number 2 make their person feel? What's pile number 2's impact on their person today? Let's see what these are. What's this one? Deceit. Oh, okay. Deceit. Interesting. Let's get out some cards. Oh, how does pile number 2 make the person feel? Maybe there's been some deceit in this situation, because star is about healing. It's about, well, it can mean a lot of things, but it is about healing, because we've got this deceit here. So I'm thinking maybe there's been some, maybe they want your forgiveness, or maybe they want to give you forgiveness, depending on who might have deceived who, if there has been deceit in this situation, or there's been some snaky energy or some snaky behaviour. This person might want forgiveness, they might want a loving bond with you again, they might want affection with you again. Let's see. How does... So maybe you're making them think about their behaviour, maybe they're feeling ashamed, maybe your impact is that they want you back, or if you're not with them, or they want to get back in your good books, or they want healing in the situation, or maybe they're remembering, the love that they feel for you, something like that. So how is pile number two making their person feel? And what is their impact on their person today? Yeah, look, you've got the Knight of Cups. You've got the Three of Swords. You've got the Eight of Wands. The World. And the Sun card. The Star. This person is definitely wanting, if you've had a row, or you've been in separation, or there's no contact, or something's happened, which I feel like there might have something happened with the Deceit card, the Three of Swords. There might have been some breakup, or some heartache, or some loss. I would say this person definitely wants healing. You're making them feel like they might have made a mistake, or they've done something they shouldn't have done, or maybe they're feeling ashamed, or they're just feeling very hurt and upset to not be with you. And they are wanting healing in this situation. They're wanting to get back. They're wanting reconciliation. They're wanting to be in an affectionate, loving bond, have an affectionate, loving bond with you again. It's absolute torture for them to be not with you with the Three of Swords here. They're in absolute pain here, I think. The World is also the ending of a cycle. It makes me feel something has come to an end. And the Knight of Cups is, again, that kind of affection. The Knight of Cups is, the most romantic, probably one of the most romantic, if not the most romantic card in the deck. And this person wants to, has very loving feelings towards you, beside this kind of absolute agony that they might be feeling as well if you are not with them, or if you're in separation, or if there's been some heartache. So I feel like this person definitely wants reconciliation if you're not with them, or if you've had a row, you're together, you've had a row, this person wants to make up. They know that they really love you, that they care about you, that you're still a wish and a dream for them, that they, both these figures have got their eyes closed, they're almost like in rapture. I feel like they might be in rapture when they think about you, and in deep despair when they think maybe about what they've lost. And they're looking with the Eight of Wands and the Sun card for renewed happiness. I feel like they're looking for renewed happiness. They're looking for a renewed focus. So I think they want to get things back on track, definitely, with the Eight of Wands, because that's often about focused energy, having very focused energy. Really, I feel like this person, again, is like really, they've got the same hand gestures, like they're putting their hands up like that, as if like they're wanting to wish or manifest this situation again, or this connection again. So for me, if you're in separation, or if something's happened, I feel like there's a deep sense of shame, or if they've done something wrong, and kind of like, oh my God, what have I done, sort of thing, because they've caused themselves a lot of pain and heartache, and they don't want that. They want healing now in this situation, really. For some of you, they might be thinking about actually travelling towards you. With the World card here as well, they might be distant from you, or in another place to you, or where they have to journey somehow towards you, to create a cycle which is a much happier one. So they're looking to create a much more happier cycle. Maybe this situation got itself entangled in something, or there was some kind of entanglement, some kind of problem, and now they're just wanting to kind of iron that out, and for things to be much clearer, and this kind of unhappiness or pain to end, really. So I would say you have a pretty huge impact, really. You've had a massive impact on them. And maybe now, in that period of heartache or pain, is it really dawning on them how much they love you, actually, and how romantic they feel towards you. Certainly. So what do we have here? So we have Pisces energy, like I said. We also have Libran energy, as well as Sagittarius and Leo and Aquarius. So let's get out some more cards, shall we? Let's get out one of these. So let's get out an angel card, angel number card. So how does pile number 2 make their person feel? What's their impact on their person today? I think they'll probably definitely have a lot of regret if they've done something in this situation. 1414 possibilities. Building strong foundations creates stability and welcomes in possibilities. All possibilities exist and are amplified when gratitude is felt for the foundations that are in place. Yes, this person might be thinking of rebuilding this situation and giving it much stronger foundations. Something like that. Let's see what we've got. What's the impact that pile 2 has on their person today? How are they making their person feel? Please. What have we got here? Healing, can you believe it? Yeah, door of healing, exactly what I was saying. So recovery, restoration, renewal, rehabilitation, comfort. So they're looking for healing in this situation. There we go. Let's get out our tarot cards here. How is part number 2 making their person feel? What is their impact on their person today? So we've got the 6 of Cups, we've got the 10 of Wands, 3 of Swords again. Oh my goodness, this person's in a lot of pain, I think. We've got the 4 of Cups and the High Priestess. It might be that you're not with this person. And the 7 of Swords. Yes, something's happened here. There's been some kind of deception, because the 7 of Swords is the card of deceit, really, at the end of the day, in the tarot deck. It's somebody doing something that isn't quite right, and you also actually do have that deceit there, don't you? Someone doing something quite right, not quite right, and I feel like this person possibly has quite a lot of regret. They also may really regret if they've hurt you, which I feel like maybe you've probably been hurt in this situation as well, pile number 2, so I'm sorry for that. But there's a lot of pain here. This person feels the loss, is feeling the loss of you, is feeling the heartache, is feeling the pain. It feels really heavy with the 10 of Wands. They may be really exhausted, they may be tired from this situation. It might be taking a toll on their health if they're not with you. But the 6 of Cups, you know, they're just looking back on you so lovingly. It comes right under the 9 of Cups. So I feel like their memory of you, or, you know, the connection, if you're actually still with them, but maybe you're going through this really tough time where there's a lot of pain. So it's either the memory of you or the connection itself. They know there's a huge amount of history there. They know there's a huge amount of love. They feel a strong bond with you. It has a very soulful connection. They know that they don't really want to be with anyone else. Even though, you know, whatever the deceit was, I don't know what that deceit was about, but they know now that they don't want to be with anyone else, that you are the person that they wouldn't want to be with, that they want to connect with. But they feel it's a very heavy situation. It's a very painful situation. Maybe... I mean, if you've done the deceiving, because it could be that you've done the deceiving in this situation, or you've done something, pile number 2, I'm not really sure who's, you know, I'm not really sure who's done what, but if you've done that, this person may be feeling very apathetic, very despondent. It might have really impacted them, or they may be feeling that you would be, if they've done something wrong, that you would be, you know, quite rightly, just trying to get my cards back in focus there, hopefully they'll come back into focus, that you might be feeling very despondent yourself, that you might be feeling like you wouldn't really take them back, or you wouldn't really want their offer. So they might be feeling insecure about whether you would want them back, whether you would take them back, whether you would be open to them. They might be feeling that you're keeping yourself very closed, or the situation is very closed with the High Priestess, because that's a very inward energy. It's a very secret energy. So it could be that all these cards would kind of indicate that you may be in a no contact situation, Yeah, that this person doesn't have access to you. That might be frustrating them, or they might feel that's really heavy. Yeah, but the current energy is definitely something's gone down. You know, someone's done something, or some entanglement, or some problem, or some dodgy energy, not very good energy, and this person is looking for healing within that. They're looking for the possibility of healing with you, reconciliation, being with you again. But they might be thinking that you, it would be, you know, that you might not be interested, or that you're closed off to it. But they are very, 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 you know, they have a lot of love. There's a fondness. They're really looking back over the situation, over the connection, and having lots of memories and nostalgia about you and them, really. They maybe realised what they have lost. Okay, so let's get out some, is there any messages for you? Let's see what messages might be. Okay. And we've also got, what have we got here? So we've got Scorpio energy, we've got Sagittarius, we've got we haven't got Cancer, we've got Libra, we've got Capricorn, and we have got Aquarius energy. Actually, let's get out some charms before we do messages. So let's see. So what is pile number 2's impact on their person today? How are they making their person feel? Oh, I just got one there. Of course, butterfly is, so it comes right on the 3 of Swords. Now, butterfly is the obvious symbol of change and transformation. So this person definitely wants to transform the pain in this situation, to get out of the pain and make things good again somehow with the butterfly here, I feel. So let's see what we've got. Let's see. So, pile number 2. What messages do we have for pile number 2? Leave your fears behind. They are stopping this relationship from blossoming. Interesting. Let's put one there. So we got, you are enough. The person you are meant to be with will love you the way you are. You don't need to change. Okay. So we got balance. There needs to be a healthy balance of physical, emotional, spiritual intimacy for a relationship to be sustainable. Okay, well, balance is all part of the healing, isn't it, really? Creating better balance, or creating a better connection. Healing it maybe through becoming more balanced. What else have we got here? Pile number 2, we've got Coffin. Endings bring new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, transition. Okay. The butterfly again, you see, after the Coffin. Relationships evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child, growth. Interesting. And then we've got engagement ring. Engagement, partnership, commitment, eternity, completion, union. Wow. So maybe this person is wanting to, you know, out of this difficulty, is wanting to, you know, raise this connection up, to evolve it, to change it, to heal it, and to bring commitment to it. But anyway, pile number 2, that's been your reading. I hope you've liked it. If you have, then do consider subscribing, hitting the bell if you want to hear more, maybe giving me a little loving thumbs up. But otherwise, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now. Hey, pile number 3, welcome back to your reading. So today we are doing, how do you make your person feel? What's your impact on them today? And you chose to come into the reading under the lovely 6 of Wands. This is the Kim Kranz Tarot deck, just in case you're wondering. There we go. Lovely. Okay, so let's put that there with this little lovely little bead here that I've got, pattern bead here. So I'm going to put that on our tarot card so we can see it there, super duper. Let's just raise that a little bit. Lovely. Okay, how are you all? Is everyone doing well? I hope so. Sending you all my love and light as always, and reminding you as Every other reading it's a general reading, so please just take the messages that resonate, that feel right to you. You never have to take a message that doesn't feel right. It might be for somebody else. Yeah, and it's timeless, so it's great for whenever you watch it. But let's get straight to it. So let's ask. So for pile number 3 then, we are asking, aren't we, you know, how do they make their person feel, and what's their impact on their person today? I feel like it's that one. I'm going to take that one. See what we have here. We have, oh, teamwork. Be united for a good relationship. Right, okay. Let's get one of these ones. So how do they make their person feel? And what's their impact on their person? Pile number 3's impact on their person. How do they make their person feel? I hope I didn't say pile number 2 earlier on. If I do, I apologise. It was pile number 3. So how does pile number 3 make their person feel? What is their impact on their person? Balance. Oh, we've got teamwork, we've got balance, we've got the 6 of Wands, which is all about victory and success. That's interesting. So how does pile number 3 make their person feel? And what's their impact? So we have, oh, the Devil. Interesting, because you've got balance, and the Devil is very unbalanced. The Ace of Swords. Justice, which again is about balance and fairness, isn't it? 10 of Pentacles. And Strength. 2 of Swords. Now currently, the current energy is the 2 of Swords, right? So it might be that this situation is a little bit stuck. This relationship, for whatever reason, is a little bit stuck. It's uncertain in some way. There's a lack of certainty to it, or your person is feeling that. We've got the 5 of Pentacles here, which is all about lack. So maybe there's something about this situation which is stuck, uncertain, lacking. They feel out in the cold, or it could be that you're just not together, possibly, or it's going through a bit of a rough time if you're in it with each other, because you've also got the Devil. And the Devil is a very negative, toxic energy. It's an energy which limits us, which is low vibrational. It can be about addictions and things that aren't very healthy. So it could be that this person is feeling there's something like that in the connection, some sort of stuckness, some kind of problem, some kind of lack or uncertainty. Because the Devil card is, you know, it's not stable energy. It's very insecure and unstable. It makes us feel insecure and unstable. So there could be an element of that in the situation with if you're with that person. But it could be that you're in separation because of some kind of toxicity or difficulty, or you're just out in the cold from each other. And what this person feels is that this situation can definitely be salvaged, can definitely be saved. So they are wanting, with the Strength card, healing. They're definitely wanting healing with this situation to overcome whatever might be causing problems in the situation. So if there's some sort of negativity or toxicity, or like I say, some kind of pattern that you're both in, or some kind of dynamic that's not very healthy, or something like that, if you're with them, they are wanting to overcome that with the Strength card in a gentle way, and they're wanting to get you both back into balance. They want this situation, because, you know, it's so obvious with the balance and the teamwork. So they're wanting the 2 of you to work together again, to overcome your issues, to overcome your problems, to not be at each other's throat, to not be caught up in low vibrational energy, or where you're bickering or arguing, or you know, maybe involved in sort of like a negative pattern or a negative mindset. What they are wanting is kind of healing, really, is healing and balance, a fair, you know, for the situation to get balanced again, for it to be fair again, for it to be happy, with the 10 of Pentacles, to get things back on track. So maybe if you're with them, something happened, or some pattern, or someone in the situation started to behave badly or started to behave wrongly, and they want to get that, and when they heal that, they want to get over that. And if you're in separation, it's the same. They're wanting reconciliation. They're wanting to be a team with you again. They're wanting renewed balance. They're wanting success and acknowledgement. And that is the Six of Wands. Success, victory. They're wanting to overcome. That's the kind of word I want to say. They want to overcome problems together, for you and them to do that together. The Ace of Swords is about a brand new start. It's also a start based on honesty and truth. So maybe with the Devil, that can also involve, deceit, lies, anything negative. The Devil is a negative energy. It's an energy where people get caught up in negativity in whatever form that takes, or they get caught up in destructive behaviours in whatever form that takes, which is not good for them, and it's not good for everyone else around them. And somehow there's something about cutting that out with the Ace of Swords, or clearing that away, or cleansing that energy, and moving into a much more transparent, clearer, balanced way of being with you, having a new start, which is a much happier start. We've got this little house in the background, which is reminding me of the Ten of Pentacles, because the Ten of Pentacles is about, being a family, it's the ultimate card of stability, of strength within the family, of strength within a secure situation. So it's very opposite to the Devil, which always makes us feel very insecure and weak and vulnerable, actually. It might give us quick hits of what we think we want, like a quick hit of whatever, to give us a quick high, but it's never long lasting, and it always makes you feel dreadful afterwards. So it's just, and you feel like chained to it, you feel tied to it. So maybe there's been something like that going on in this connection, and this person wants to get back to a much healthier, more stable, more solid, more loving, right? More loving rather than a selfish. The Devil is a selfish energy. So it's to move away from selfishness into a more loving kind of energy, because at the moment it just feels like it's very uncertain, it's very insecure, it's very unstable. Maybe it's that this person is feeling, with the Devil card here, very insecure and unstable, and kind of lost, which is also the energy of the Devil. It's kind of like a lost energy, really, and it feels cold. It doesn't feel great, and this person is they feel stronger with you. I think they feel stronger to being in a team situation with you, for you and them, really. And it could be that they're wanting transformation with the butterfly here, or they do actually want transformation in the situation here, for it to transform into something more victorious, more stable. So what do we have? So we have Capricorn, we have all the air signs of Libra, Aquarius and Gemini. We also have, that's also the case with Justice, with Libra. Ten of Pentacles is Virgo, Strength is obviously Leo. Then we've got, again, we've got Libran energy. So again, we've got a lot of Libran energy, really, which is all about balance, right? Harmony, balance, getting things, things to be working harmoniously. And the Five of Pentacles is Taurian energy. Okay, so let's now get out some more, let's get an angel card for you, angel number. Okay, so how do they make their person feel? It could be as well that somehow, that the situation makes them feel insecure. Sometimes it makes them feel insecure, sometimes it makes them feel stuck, sometimes they feel a bit out in the cold with you, but they always wanting to try and heal that. They're always wanting to try and work on that. That's what I get as well. Or they're looking for ways to try and work on that. Look at that, 1111. Intuition, trust in yourself. Your inner whisper is working hard to let you know what is guiding you. Listen in. What is it saying? Feel it. Where is it telling you to go next? See it. Close your eyes and allow. Trust the path you are on. And also it's that sort of sign of the twin flame sign, isn't it? 1111. Let's have a look here, see what else we've got. How does part number 3 make the person feel? What's their impact on them today? We've got the door of simplicity. Yeah, that's so true. Minimalist, uncomplicated, modest, naturalness, clearness. Yeah. So the Devil is none of that. The Devil is not simplicity. There's not purity. This feels like, to me, it could also be purity. There's something about getting rid of all the negativity, the toxicity, the doubt, the fears, the harshness, and moving into a much more purer, happier, more balanced situation with you. Okay, so let's get out some more cards here. So how does part number 3 make their person feel? What is their impact on their person today, please? So we have the Star. Again, that is a card of healing and balance. Let's get one of these. Just going to do that. Yeah, there's something about healing this person wants, and it comes right under the Devil. There's definitely wanting to heal negativity, toxicity, you know, all of that might be going on in this situation, or insecurities, fears, doubts. Okay, so how does part number 3 make their person feel? The Hanged Man. I think it's like the Hanged Man reversed, isn't it? So we've got the Hanged Man in reverse. Then we've got the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. How does pile number 3 make the person feel? We've got the 4 of Cups, the 4 of Pentacles in reverse. And we've got the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands. What have we got at the bottom of the deck? And we've got the 10 of Cups in reverse. That's interesting. Now, I don't normally deal with reversals, but I feel I'm going to do it today. Now, with the Hanged Man being reversed, the Hanged Man can literally mean being stuck, can being stuck in suspension or not moving. So I feel there's definitely something about this person wanting for this situation to move again, because it comes right under the Ace of Swords, which is like a new beginning. So they definitely want healing. They want things to become unstuck. But I would say that with all these reversed cards here, particularly the 2 aces and the 10 of Cups reversed, that they somehow don't have, I don't know why, because they want all this balance with you, but I think there's a lot of fear that somehow it's not going to happen. Yeah, that somehow it's not going to happen, or maybe they're just worried if you're in separation that you won't take them back, or you won't have them back. Or maybe there's resistance. Maybe this person feels like there's a lot of resistance to this situation being able to start again. So maybe they're feeling there's a lot of resistance from you. Because the 3 of Pentacles is normally about collaboration, but it's in reverse. I've got this feeling that this person wants all this with you, but they don't believe. Maybe that's why they've got the Devil there. They somehow don't believe that they can have it with you, or that you would have them back, or that you would want that with them. But they want that. You know, the impact on them is that you have on them is that they want all of this with you, but there's a lot of doubt. There's obviously a lot of doubt. They feel there's a huge amount of doubt about whether they would be able to have that, even though they want things to be unstuck, they want things to be healed, but there's all this sort of resistance. I'm going to get out some clarifiers here, because we've also got the 10 of Cups, which is normally absolute, and that is the overarching energy. So the 10 of Cups is normally absolute happiness, absolute, you know, you can't get any happier than the 10 of Cups, but it's in reverse. So I feel like this person is not feeling happy at all in this situation the way it is at the moment. And it goes with the 5 of Pentacles and the 2 of Swords. There's a lack of happiness, a lack of delight. And it feels like it's in a bit of a desperate place to this person. So they really want balance. They really want things to be healed with you. They really want things to be unstuck. But it just seems to them, like there's a lot of resistance to maybe a new beginning or a new start, or see what that's about. What's all that about? What is that resistance about? Why are there all these cards with so much resistance in them? Let's have a look and see. We've got, yeah, look, the 8 of Cups, the Queen of Wands, Fool. There's something, yeah, I think they're thinking that you're really resistant to it. I think like this person really wants a new beginning with you, but with the Eight of Cups, maybe they feel like this situation is just, that you've kind of left, or you've gone from the situation, or the situation is, you've turned your back on it, or somebody's turned their back. I feel like this person definitely does want transformation. They do want to transform it, because death is also about rebirth. We've got the Fool, which is a new beginning. Maybe they're just thinking that you're really super confident, or you're doing really well in the separation, or you are stronger than them somehow, and that you're okay, but somehow they want this new beginning. But I'm feeling that there's some sort of resistance. They're thinking there's some kind of resistance coming from you about wanting a new beginning, about transforming it, something like that. So maybe they're thinking that it's not really possible, or they're not sure how they could do it, or how they could create it with you. Because you're so super confident, you're so in charge of yourself now. Maybe they're thinking as well, there's resistance because for some of you, maybe you've left the situation and you're now with somebody else, or they're thinking that you're with somebody else, or they're thinking that you started again. Or it could be for some of you, this could be a situation where you're asking about somebody that you're not with, okay, but you still harbour feelings for. So you're wanting to know how you make them feel, what's your impact on them today. And it may be that the situation came into separation, right? And that they're with somebody else, you're with somebody else. And so all this resistance is like, well, how could it be possible that, me and pile number 3 could get back together? I'd love the situation to heal. I'd love us to be unstuck. But there's just so many obstacles, really, that we would need to overcome. Maybe pile number 3 is with somebody else. Maybe I'm with somebody else. But I definitely feel they're not happy. If they're not with you, they're not happy in that situation, really. That's kind of what I'm feeling here. Interesting. So let's see. Let's see if we've got some charms. So what is pile number 3's? How do they make pile number... How does pile number 3 make their person feel? What's their impact on their person? Got quite a lot here. Oh my goodness, got loads. Yeah, look, you've got the little heart there. Again, that's about... Oh, it's about love. Obviously, I feel like there is love in this situation. And we've got this little CND sign, which is like peace. Maybe there was just maybe something went down in this situation with the Devil card here. That was difficult, or that was painful, and this person is wanting peace. We've got a butterfly again for transformation, change and transformation. But we've got these two. We've got the bird here, which can be about talking, messaging, connecting. We've got this little angel wing. Maybe there's something around this person, or something around this connection being, I don't know, protected in some way. What else have we got? We've got there might be stability. This person might be wanting stability and security, again, in this connection, or dreaming of that, possibly. And then we've got the horse, which again is about strength and stability, and also speed. So I feel like the impact you have on them is that they want to somehow create more balance and more a stronger connection with you. They want things to be unstuck. They want to have healing in the situation, but there's a huge amount of doubt and fear and resistance. And I think maybe they're thinking that might be coming from you, that somehow you wouldn't want them back, or they've got a lot of insecurities about that. So maybe they're thinking that's never going to, we're never going to be able to have that. That's never going to happen. How are we going to overcome those kinds of obstacles? Let's get some messages. I'd love us to be able to work together. But, there's just so many obstacles to overcome here. To us kind of renewing or making a new start or having a new start. got? Pay attention to red flags. Know the warning signs of what an unhealthy connection looks like. Well, that would be the devil, wouldn't it? Being a very indication of an unhealthy element to the connection, maybe. What else have we got? They are the one. You have already met the romantic partner you seek. Interesting. You do have the 1111 sign here. Separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. Okay. And what have we got here? Abundance. Keep a positive mindset. Manifest exactly what you want. Gratitude and bliss. The golden mirror. Self-absorbed, narcissist, one-side relationship, love bombing. Gosh, okay. And then what else have we got? The snake. Competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder, the other woman. Okay, so maybe there's been, some with the devil card here. Maybe there's a good reason why, you would resist this person, or you would be resistant to this person, pile number 3. And maybe they realise it, really, here. Because maybe if they've behaved snakily, certainly if they behave like this, it might be that, you're right to have this kind of resistance. But I feel like this person, would love to heal things with you, but they kind of are aware that there's a lot of things to overcome in order to have that kind of situation with you, because maybe just there's been too much in this situation, or too much has gone down in this situation, but maybe they feel that there's still a strong pull between you and them, really. So it's like with the they are the one, the 1111, it feels like there's this kind of like strong pull, but there seems to be this person is feeling that there's loads of obstacles in the way of you and them, and part of that is maybe because of what has gone on before. But they definitely, what I can say is that they definitely feel a lot of pain when they're not with you, and they'd love to find a way in which you could balance things out or be together. But I suppose they're not sure how they could do that, and whether you would even be responsive to that. So I kind of don't see them taking a lot of action towards it, if you know what I mean. But anyway, pile number 3, that's been your reading. I hope you've liked it. If you have, please do consider subscribing, hitting the bell if you want to hear more. But otherwise, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now.